Perth, a city that just loves buses. They in fact replaced their trams with buses. Yeah, that's right. Today we're talking about Perth's trolley buses. In 1933, the first trolley bus service was established from East Perth to Leederville Station, running via Wellington Street and Cambridge Street, the first permanent trolley bus system in Australia. Although regarded initially as an experiment, it was felt that trolley buses had greater flexibility than the trams. This, and the increasingly worn condition of the tram system, made it seem likely at one stage that the trams would in time all be replaced by trolley buses. The original fleet contained just 3 Leyland 3-axle trolley buses. Trolley bus number 1 was imported complete from England. The other 2 were imported as chassis and the bodies constructed at Midland workshops. In 1938 and 39, the trolley bus system expanded. A further 19 vehicles were obtained. Number 4, which had different body style, was imported complete, and the bodies for 5 to 22 were again constructed at Midland workshops. By 1940, the fleet comprised 22 Leyland 3-axle trolley buses. The trolley buses had started replacing trams. To East Perth, Trafalgar Road, to Claremont via Mounts Bay Road extending to Swanbourne, along Cambridge Street extending to Keene Street. Also, a new route, not previously a tram line, branched off Cambridge Street at Gregory Street and travelled along Grantham Street to Reserve Street. A further 18 2-axle Leylands, numbered 23 to 40, arrived to help with the overloaded wartime public transport system, taking the fleet total to 40. These additions, with bodies built by the WAGR workshops, were part of an order originally intended for Canton, but diverted due to war conditions. When the causeway was reconstructed in 1915, it was decided trolley buses' overhead wiring on the new causeway would be unsightly, so the south of the river tram services were replaced by motor buses. The 50 excess trolley buses were then used in 1951 to replace the trams on the Mount Hawthorn line. A further major expansion of the trolley bus system occurred with the closure of the tramways in 1958, when the trams were replaced by trolley buses. On the Inglewood route in 1959, a new branch was opened along Grand Promenade. The Walcott Street branch, which had closed as a tram route in 1953, reopened in 1959 with trolley buses. Trolley bus route closures began soon after the last expansions, some being officially associated with various major roadworks around the city. A significant factor was the configuration of the Sunbeam vehicles, by then forming much of the fleet. Growing wage costs made them, with their two-person crews, increasingly uneconomical to operate. Indeed, trolley buses were not used at night and during weekends in the final years of the system. The Claremont route via Mounts Bay Road closed in 1959. Difficulties connected with the new Narrows Bridge over the Swan River were cited. The Mount Hawthorn route closed in 1963. All services along Beaufort Street were closed in 1968, when the one-way road system in Perth's main business district was being altered. The remaining group of lines to Wembley and Forret closed on 29th of August 1969. By then, Australia's last remaining trolley buses. Sadly, not much is left of the trolley buses. From what I can find, we still can see the heritage listed steel trolley buses power poles along parts of Stirling Highway, Nedlands, not far from Windsor Theatre, and on Walcott Street, Mount Lawley. Also, here are some photos of the restoration work by the Bus Preservation Society of WA. It shows us the interior of Perth Leyland Trolley Bus 38. This bus was introduced in the 1940s, and you can find this bus in Whiteman Park. Thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, why not share it? Helps me out a lot. Thank you. Also, since you made it to the end of the video, why not join my Discord server? Links in the description down below. Also, links for everything I found information and on also linked in the description, so make sure you go check that out.